In Marvel Strike Force, resources are everything. You can't afford to level up the wrong character, so is Wolfsbane worth the gold, or is she just bait? We've crunched the numbers, tested the bleeds, and the verdict is in. Here is everything you need to know before you press upgrade. She is the first character to come in the game for the brand new Mutants team, and I gotta say, man, her stats are impressive among other things. Notice what we got here. She is the 20th strongest character in the game right now. Her stats are really, really good. Health in the 26th area, damage 6. She is the 6th hardest hitting character in the game. She's coming in ready to do damage, and that is indeed her job. Armor 25, focus 20, resist 50, but notice the accuracy. She's 11th place overall for accuracy. That's the same as Hawkeye, meaning, for example, if she's blind, right, she's 170% accurate. If she's blind, she still has a 70% chance to hit you anyway, right? She's going to be difficult to deal with. Her speed is 124, and now we want to take a really close look at her ISO because that is going to be important. At the moment, I'm definitely leaning towards Raider. Reason being, the New Mutants team, Wolfsbane in particular, starts to get some interesting things happening when they get critical strikes. So I'm trying to increase the opportunity to get those critical hits, those critical attacks. It's going to make the gameplay much easier. Your teams are going to be much more devastating, not only damage-wise, but we're going to see they do add a lot of negative effects and bonus damage just from getting critical strikes. So I'm going to go with Raider. There are other options. Let me know what you think in the comments below if there is another ISO 8 option you feel would work better. To understand why this is so important, we need to take a look at this passive ability, Teen Wolf. It says when an enemy gains stealth, apply speed up to self and all new mutant allies. So any team you go against with a stealther, you are going to literally speed up the entire team to deal with that problem. On the self or any new mutant ally crit, that's why this is important. If there is a critical strike, you're going to apply bleed to all enemies that already have bleed. Wolfsbane is going to be handing bleeds out, so anybody else who has it, they're just getting more. And notice it says up to a maximum of 10. Well, why do we have to cap it? Why does there need to be a maximum? Well, 10 is an insane number anyway. But notice what's going to happen inside of Crucible. If this character has 3 or more new mutant allies, when an enemy gains bleed, you're going to fill the speed bar by 10%. When that happens, enemies cannot assist and their speed bar cannot be manipulated. This is very interesting. I'm still trying to get a little bit of clarification on it, but it looks like their speed bar can't be manipulated, and if they have something that would change your speed bar, that cannot happen. Again, this is something that is Crucible specific. In addition, in Crucible, this character and all new mutant allies will get 100% crit chance against enemies with blind or silence. So we have Wolfsbane putting bleeds out on the field, and then as the other enemies go, as the other allies go, they're going to be dropping blind, there's going to be dropping silence, and if you have those items on the board, hitting them will trigger 100% opportunity to get a critical strike and will then trigger the abilities of Wolfsbane as well as the other new mutant characters. So it seems the theory of operation concerning this team is they have the opportunity to outspeed you, to take extra turns, to do things to keep you slow while they continue to speed up. And if things get out of control, they continue to go over and over and over again and make it so the enemy really doesn't have a chance. In most cases, the first ability she's going to have available is the Beast Within. Now, this can really set the tone for how the rest of the matchup is going to go. You're going to apply 2 counter to self and all new mutant allies. This is an attack all enemies for 250% piercing damage. You're going to put 2 more bleeds out there and some heal blocks out there for 2 turns. If one of those opponents have stealth, so remember before we're already going to get some increased speed, but if they have stealth, we're attacking everybody. You're going to attack that person for 2 additional bleeds, right? That person, is going to get 2 additional bleeds, and then you're going to clear that stealth, making that individual a open season target. Now, you're going to bonus attack. With this, you're going to bonus attack the enemy support with the highest damage. So if we think about support characters out there, some of the big name ones are Apocalypse. We know we got Thunderstrike out here. Superior Spider-Man is a support character. Emma Frost X-Men. So this might be a way to simply tap out one of these individuals before they really get a chance to get up and go. While that attack is happening, you're going to prolong the duration of all negative effects except the ones listed there by 1 up to a maximum of 3. Now notice all of that stuff we just said happens everywhere. It is only now we're getting into the Crucible effect. So in Crucible, if this character has 3 new mutant allies, you're going to reduce the duration of all positive effects except stealth by 2 on all enemies. She's making a round at all enemies. She's going to be reducing their positive effects. This attack is unavoidable and it cannot be blocked. So once again, this is going to set the tone for how things go for the rest of the matchup. So let's go ahead and break this down in real time. We see Wolfsbane making her way around, and as she hits the different individuals, she is indeed decaying their positive effects. We have Odin there in the upper left-hand corner. He's in stealth. She pulls him out of that, and then we have the extra attack against the support person, Emma Frost X-Men. Outstanding. Next up is the ultimate ability, Rise of the Lycan. You're going to attack your primary target for 450% piercing damage, also applying Disrupt and Heal Block for 2 turns, reducing speed bar by 30%. So you can use this ability to target a tank to stop them from being able to taunt, or you can keep somebody in check, rewind their speed bar, make it so they can't heal, so you can tap somebody out. You're also going to bonus attack the most injured enemy for 225% piercing damage. So the most injured enemy might be the person you just attacked. So you might get another attack on that individual. If you do indeed tap somebody out, it says on kill, you're going to generate 3 special ability energy for Wolfsbane. This is important. You might not have noticed. You see the ultimate here is something that starts out with 3 energy. You cannot use it right off the bat. But the special ability, if you wind it back, the special ability costs 8 energy. But it comes pre-charged. So this is a way, if you get a knockout, that you can get right back into that special attack, hit all enemies, and try to keep that cycle going. You're going to gain offense up for 2 turns, speed up for 2 turns, and enemies killed by this attack cannot be revived. This is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. And nothing that we have said so far is tied to Crucible. So this can be a devastating attack. Be sure to use it wisely. Let's go ahead and get the play-by-play. We're going to go all in here on Odin, and as you can see, we are dominating this team. We definitely have enough damage here for the KO, so we have a bonus attack against the weakest enemy, in this case Emma Frost. I had to stop it so I didn't lose my turn, but this team is interesting. Her basic ability is called Uncaged. Now, usually when we see a basic, people are kind of sad, but if you're really getting down to it, we have some really interesting nuance right here. You're going to attack the primary target for damage. It's piercing damage, but notice this. You're going to flip all regenerations on the opponent. Okay, and what do regenerations flip into? Regeneration flips into bleeds. You're also going to prolong, again, those negative effects, except the ones listed here, ability block, stun, and trauma, so not the hardcore ones. If the target has bleed, then this attack gains an extra 50% chance to critical hit. So this is also a way to manually trigger that critical strike if you need those cascade effects from the rest of the New Mutants team to take place. So in most cases, you're going to be using it late in the match. You really need to get the KO so the enemy doesn't recover. So she's going to go after Omega Red Phoenix here. And yes, that is a basic attack with a critical strike for 73 million damage. So let me know what you think. This character looks like they're going to be amazing. This team looks like it's going to be amazing. If you like Crucible and you like Mutants, hey man, then it's something you should go for. Let me know if you think this is something we should push for, or if you're just going to go ahead and take your time and acquire it free to play. Always interested in hearing your comments. And hey, if you haven't seen this video right here, please check it out. It's legit.